Shalom. We're back with another video. So before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekha HaKodash, to the elder apostles and elder bishop of Great Millstone who rule well. I'd like to give double honor, Shalom, to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the hopeful elect, Shalom. We're here with a blessing I'm going to call the War on Information by Netanyahu. And we're going to start with the article that said Netanyahu vows to combat what he calls vilification of Israel online. Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday said that he vowed to combat an orchestrated social media campaign of vilification and demonization that he said is responsible for a drop in support for Israel among U.S. voters, especially Democrats. Ain't no vilification. Y'all are doing it. Everything that's on social media is what y'all are doing. It just, y'all can't lie about it now. It's out in the open. I think it's been a concentrated effort to spread vilification and demonization against Israel on social media. The Israeli Prime Minister told journalists of Capitol Hill after being asked to respond to opinion polls showing a move away from historic trend of strong backing for Israel. It is directed, it is funded, it is malignant. We intend to fight it because nothing defeats lies like the truth. Saying something now. We shall spread the truth for everyone to see. Once people are exposed to facts, we win hand down. That this was intended to do in the coming months and years. Netanyahu came during a visit to Congress where he met with Republican Speaker, House of Representatives Mike Johnson. They also followed the recent victory of Zoran in the Democratic primary race for the mayor of New York, which commentators believe were partly fueled by the candidate's vocal support for Palestine, right, and criticism of Israel's military offense in Gaza. A range of surveys have shown a marked decline in support for Israel among Democratic-leaning voters and rising disquiet about the impact of the war now devastating coastal territory. The ongoing war has killed about 60,000 people, most of them Palestinians, and has seen much of the population threatened with starvation. A Gallup poll in March showed less than half of the U.S. public sympathize with Israel population position, Slovakia, the lowest figure recorded since the organization started taking surveys on the issue. Among Democratic voters, 38% sympathize with the Palestinians over Israel. In a reversal of a 2013 Gallup survey, we saw Democrats sympathizing with Israeli by more than 36%. Let's see. That's it. We ain't got to go no further. But we all understand that if they don't get control of these social media sites and all the information about the truth of what they're doing, this what is that, genocide to the Palestinians, then they trying to create a concentration camp. There was an article that came out that said that former Israeli military supervisor came out and told them about that what they trying to build in Gaza is just going to be concentration camp. So all this information about what Israel is really doing, the videos with the soldiers, now he got to control that. Most of his soldiers posted videos on TikTok of them going into the Palestinian houses, shooting up everything, busting everything in. So now they want to control the information because they no longer is seen as the victims, but as the villains they are. That's why support is dropped for them. But we know this stuff like this is what's going to help lead into the famine of the word, of the stopping of the truth. Because with the men of the Lord out there on the highways and byways, on the internet, exposing the Israelis for who they truly are, Amalek, and showing the world that they are not the people of the Lord, that too is also a problem. Really an even bigger one. Because now people are starting to see it. They're starting to see how evil and wicked the so-called Israelis really are, especially their leader Benjamin Netanyahu. So hopefully this lead to the prophecy of the famine of the word. We're gonna get into that. All right, starting here, Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, says Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh. And this incidents like this, where they're talking about controlling stuff on the internet, will go great with that famine of the word, because they can't continue to let the truth come out. If you watch channels like Elder Malcolm, who goes into the history, who expose Esau Edom for who they truly are. You got Elder Pastor Tahar, who he break down historical things where Amalek has tried to hide who they are and show exactly what they're doing. And that trickled down to all the men of the Lord in GMS and their affiliate camps. And it shows everybody just what's going on. Now you take that and you take also the regular normal people who expose Israel for this genocidal murder lunatics that they truly are, then guess what? They got to control their information and thus shut down the internet by having regulations on these social media sites. Remember a few years ago, well really last year, they were trying to take away TikTok from China. Matter of fact, they were early this year. They took TikTok down because there was too much information going on. So now that Benjamin Netanyahu has spoke these words himself, you think that the famine of the word ain't coming? No, we close to it. I don't know how long it's going to be before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua caused the famine of the word, but we're seeing it happen in the early stages because they can't continue to allow the men of the Lord to expose who they truly are. Because it's a lot for them to do wickedness, but they used to be able to get away with it with their media campaign. But with social media, guess what? All lies can be exposed. They can't say, oh, we the victims no more, because the people are truly seeing who the victims are. So they can no longer hide that wickedness that they've been perpetrating for all these years. Let's see. We're going to go here. Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe to them that seek to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark. That says, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Yeah, for all these years they've been able to hide their wickedness in the dark, and nobody been able to see them. Certain people who really the Lord put the spirit on to figure it out, they could, but they named them conspiracy theorists. But now all those conspiracy theories are coming to be conspiracy facts, and they're being exposed all over social media. So they have to control the information that's going to be leaked out, which would lead to the famine of the word, because you know they're going to come after the men of the Lord the heaviest, because not only they're exposing their secrets, but they're exposing their secrets through the Bible and showing the people that the Bible really is a living book, and the truth that's held within it is exposing them for who and what they truly are, the wicked of the earth. Going into Job 9 and 24, that it was given into their hand by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So now he's exposing their darkness. So when it was cool that nobody could see him or know who it was pulling all the strings, guess what? That's being exposed. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is showing Amalek for who they truly are, and also the whole house of Esau for being the wicked of the earth. So them secrets are now being exposed, and it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua who's doing it. Let's go here. Isaiah 47, 2 and 3. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover the lock, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. And I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Yeah, their shame has been uncovered. All the wicked, evil things that they're used to doing and getting away with, are now being exposed through the men of the Lord, through regular citizens who are tired of their bullshit and just exposing them. I mean, you can go on TikTok and look up all kind of things where people done broke down the wickedness of Amalek and the things they're doing. They're talking about demonization and lies, but everything that's been exposed is the truth. How you gonna say you can't beat the truth with lies, then want to come back and try to beat the truth with lies? That's how wicked they are, man. As the scriptures say, the wicked are born estranged from the womb, speaking lies, and there you go, trying to lie to cover up the truth again, but it will never be covered again, because Yahweh Shema Shai is the one exposing these people for who they truly are, and call Lord Yahweh Shema Shai for that, for fulfilling prophecy. We're gonna go here, Luke 12:2-3. For there is nothing that shall not be revealed. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye speak in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken into the ears of the closet shall be proclaimed to the housetop. And we're seeing all that wickedness being proclaimed. We're seeing all the evil that they're doing being shown in the light. They can no longer cover themselves. The Lord had made them bare and made their wickedness and evil that they have done over the years bare as well, which ultimately will cause them to initiate the famine of the word. So we're close to it, but we're still on Yahweh B'Shem Shai's time. So we don't know. So we don't know when how soon the famine of the word gonna come. But with articles like this, we know it's coming soon, because they can't continue to let the men of the Lord be out there exposing this truth. Salaki. We're gonna close out here. 2 Ezra 6:28. And for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. And now all the truth is being declared on Esau Edom for who and what they truly are. That they no longer can hide themselves, no longer can hide the evil that they're committing, and they're being brought to the forefront for the wicked and evil people that Yahweh B'Shem Shai has made them. But that's all I had to say on that article. I got to get back to work. So I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Shalom.